Imagine a city that, for decades, never truly experienced K-pop fever on a massive scale, suddenly transformed completely in just 2 days. Madrid, the capital of Spain, a city known for football, flamenco, and classical art, was suddenly flooded with a sea of purple. Flags from different countries waved in the air. Thousands of ARMY, the name for BTS fans, traveled from all over Europe and even from other continents for one single moment, to see Jimin, Suga, and the other 5 members of BTS stand on Spanish soil for the very first time in history. So what really happened in Madrid? Why is this moment being called one of the biggest turning points in BTS's comeback after military service? And is it true that Jimin's arrival sparked its own little mystery before the concert even began? In this video, we're going to break it all down, moment by moment. The drama, the surprises, and the emotional highlights that made Madrid truly shake. Don't go anywhere, because this story is more exciting than you might think. For the first time in their entire career, BTS officially set foot in Spain as part of their world tour, named Erarang. 2 consecutive concerts were held on June 26th and 27th, 2026, at the massive Riyadh Air Metropolitano Stadium, home of football club Atletico Madrid. This wasn't just an ordinary concert. This was the most anticipated comeback in the group's history. A comeback after the mandatory military service that had separated all 7 members for years. After a long wait, RM, Jimin, Suga, jhope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook finally reunited on stage, and Madrid became one of the lucky cities to witness their resurgence on the European continent. This world tour itself was no small affair. In total, dozens of concerts had already been held across various countries since the tour began back in April, and Madrid marked the start of the European chapter of this massive tour. The Metropolitano Stadium, which usually echoes with the roars of football fans, completely transformed that night. What echoed through the stands was no longer football chants, but the screams of thousands of ARMY who had been waiting for this moment for years. Now, here's the part that set the internet on fire a few days before the concert. When 5 BTS members, RM, Jimin, Suga, V, and Jungkook, were spotted arriving at the airport to fly straight to Madrid, fans quickly noticed 2 names missing from the group, Jimin and jhope. So where were they? As it turned out, the answer was Paris. Jimin and jhope had commitments as brand ambassadors for luxury fashion houses, with jhope attending an event for Louis Vuitton and Jimin for Dior, as part of Paris Fashion Week, held around June 23rd and 24th, 2026. Naturally, their absence from the initial group sparked wild speculation among fans. Would Jimin make it in time for the opening concert? Was there a chance he might miss the first day? Hashtags and speculation threads quickly spread across social media, and a viral rumor even claimed that Jimin and jhope had secretly already arrived in Madrid before any official announcement. This little drama only added more fuel to the anticipation. For many ARMY, waiting for confirmation of Jimin's arrival became its own emotional roller coaster before the big day arrived. In the end, though, all the worry paid off. Jimin and jhope successfully caught up with their bandmates right on time, reuniting all 7 BTS members on the Madrid stage, a moment that felt even more special precisely because it had been tinged with uncertainty. Friday night, June 26, 2026. This was the moment everyone had been waiting for. The Metropolitano Stadium was packed to full capacity. While organizers didn't release an exact attendance figure, what was clear was that every available ticket had sold out well in advance, and the stadium was completely filled from end to end. The moment all 7 BTS members appeared on stage, the stadium erupted instantly. It wasn't just screaming. It was a wave of long pent-up emotion, a longing finally fulfilled after the lengthy wait caused by the mandatory military service that had paused the group's activities. One of the most touching moments of the night came from Jimin himself. He greeted the audience with his signature warmth, sharing that this was BTS's very first visit to Madrid, and admitting he wondered why they hadn't come sooner. He also reminded fans that there was still one more concert the following day, promising that they would return to Madrid again in the future. Those simple words were met with an overwhelming roar from the crowd. For Spanish ARMY who had waited years for this, hearing directly from one of the members that they would come back again was a gift in itself. Suga, 2. Delivered a performance proving that his long absence had done nothing to diminish his stage presence. A combination of sharp rap delivery, powerful stage expression, and emotional interaction with the audience made his performance one of the standout highlights of the night. One of the most iconic and widely talked about moments after the concert came during Body Tie to Body, one of the songs from their latest album, performed near the end of the show. During the final chorus of that song, Spanish Army had prepared a special surprise for the members. Thousands of fans simultaneously raised purple fans, creating a massive visual wave that resembled a giant purple ocean filling the entire stadium. This moment instantly became a powerful symbol of the emotional bond between BTS and ARMY, a vivid representation of how both artists and fans had kept their connection alive despite years of distance and time apart. It didn't stop there. When Idol was performed, all 7 members moved around different sections of the stadium, greeting fans from various angles. Cameras panning across the crowd captured flags and posters from many different countries, including one group holding up the flag of the Canary Islands as a symbol of their regional identity. This diversity highlighted one important thing. The Madrid concert wasn't just attended by local Spaniards, but also drew ARMY from across Europe who were willing to travel great distances to witness this historic moment in person. At the very end of the concert, the audience unveiled a large banner with an emotional message that read, roughly translated, "You call, Spain runs. We follow you into the sun." This message served as a symbolic closing to the incredible outpouring of support shown by ARMY throughout the night. It wasn't just about the music or the choreography. It was about the loyalty and love built over years between BTS and their fanbase in Spain. For many who were there that night, this moment felt like the perfect ending to an evening full of emotion. A mix of joy, tears, and gratitude at finally seeing their idols perform together again as a complete group of 7. Now let's talk about why this moment was so significant and truly deserves to be called a moment that shook the city of Madrid. First, this was the first time in BTS's entire career that they performed in Spain. Madrid became the witness to new history, not just another stop on a routine world tour. Second, this moment came right after a long hiatus caused by mandatory military service that had separated all 7 members. This comeback wasn't just a concert. It was a symbol of resurgence and an emotional reunion that millions of fans around the world had been waiting for. Third, the little drama surrounding Jimin and Jhope's delayed arrival. Caught up with Paris Fashion Week commitments before flying to catch up with the rest in Madrid, added a very human layer to the story behind the glamour of the entertainment industry. It's a reminder that beneath their status as global superstars, they're still individuals with packed schedules and responsibilities of their own, yet they still manage to reunite right on time for their fans. And finally, the incredible response from Spanish Army, from the sea of purple fans to the meaningful banner at the end of the show, stands as solid proof that the K-pop phenomenon, BTS in particular, has truly taken root even in a country they had never visited in person before. So there you have it, the full story behind the moment Jimin and Suga shook Madrid alongside the other 5 BTS members during their historic debut in Spain. From the mystery surrounding Jimin's arrival that briefly stirred up the internet, to the emotional moments on stage that brought thousands of ARMY to happy tears, it's all part of the story of the most anticipated comeback in the group's history. Which moment do you think stood out the most from the Madrid concert? Was it Jimin's warm greeting, Suga's stage energy, or the sea of purple fans filling the stadium? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the latest updates about BTS's next world tour journey. See you in the next video.